So, me and Erika recording that video was actually a pretty big milestone for both of us.
If you had told me a year ago that I would be playing my tenor saxophone in front of an audience, record that, and share it publicly, I would have laughed in your face. This was a first of many. This was my first performance with the tenor saxophone in 9 years. There was a lot of dusting to be dusted off.
And the way it was for me was the fact that that was my first time performing the piano. Well, since I was 4, I had done piano lessons, and like most, I stopped when I was pretty young. Somehow I still found my way back into music. Well, not somehow, my family were pretty huge proponents in me getting into music. But one thing that I had left behind was piano. And that's always something that I wish that I had kept in range, kept in my life.
I performed music throughout my whole life, from doing piano rehearsals when I was 4 or 5 until the end of high school when I played in the wind ensemble or the jazz band. I completely stopped playing music when I went to college because I felt the need to succeed in the societal sense, whatever that means, right? During all that time when I did not play the saxophone or other musical instruments for that matter, I always consumed music. I would go to my friends' shows or some other shows or festivals and have a good time there. But to think that I could be on the other side, to be on the stage, felt so out of reach for me. But that's only because I convinced myself that it's out of reach for me. Because you can really make anything a stage, right?
It found its way back to me in college when I had to start taking piano class, and I started to believe then that it was, it's not as inaccessible as it might seem to most people.
That's Sean over there playing keys, and we are rehearsing for our show. I messed up. It's the ice cream truck.
I haven't seen an ice cream truck in literally a year.
Since I bought my saxophone last June and had been practicing for 7, 6, 8 months, who keeps track of time anymore? My music playing was strictly for myself and Sean and the people that I live with. Sometimes I would post to my Instagram, oh, here's a cover of me playing Recuérdame or skating for the holidays. But this was my first putting on an intention with wanting to spread the love and gratitude, making it into this space that can only be created in a live container.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Well, we are here at PazNaz.
Yeah, we about to throw down for y'all. It's gonna be sick.
Even though I had practiced so many times the melody lines for best part and make it better and playing along with the original recordings, playing it on the stage was a whole different ballgame, and For me, that was actually kind of an obstacle that I did not prepare for at all, but you know, there's no such thing as being 100% prepared.
You know what? Can we do that again? Yeah. That's not.
But what started really pushing me outside of my comfort zone was going into doing more than 3 takes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was thinking about it. I was like anticipating it.
Yeah. No, I think that's kind of what I have to let go of.
I like being satisfied after maybe like the first or second take. I'm good, but no. One of us would mess up during each take. The more I started messing up, the harder that I got on myself.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I almost. We're fine. We'll do it again. Come here. Come here.
I think what I would tell to myself on that stage a month ago was, have some room for forgiveness. Please be gentle with yourself. You're doing amazing. I gotta give credit to Sean for this because he soothed me to the best that he could.
This is a workout for my left hand and like my left hand only.
My hands are so sweaty today. It's definitely a lesson in building emotional resilience, as I'm not the most receptive to making mistakes, admittedly. The take that you saw in our Valentine's Day video was actually our 9th or 10th take. At that point, we were so on the brink of losing it, or that's how I felt at least. Sean and I were both so determined to record a take that best represents who we are and where we're at with our music.
And I know that a lot of people will look at learning a new instrument as like a super difficult and tedious task, and it can be, but it's not impossible, especially for someone who's older, to learn a new skill, a new language. My brother's actually, he's learning Spanish, and I'm surrounded by people who are consistently learning new skills every day, and that inspired me to pick up the piano and like really try to learn it. I'm a long ways to go, but it was pretty big for me to be able to look back and see that it's possible.
My message for anyone that's watching this and feels some kind of nostalgia or longing for something that they loved doing in their childhood is go out and do it. Tomorrow is not promised.
If any of you guys have a skill that you're trying to take up on, the best thing that you can do is just start, I would hold off on starting for fear of waiting until it's the right moment or until I'm provided with the correct resources. But the reality of it is that if you want it, it's not gonna wait for you. You kind of just have to go and get it. I think I realized that I would much rather try and not do well for a while rather than not try at all and live the rest of my life with regret. So
I'm so happy that I bought that saxophone last year. It gives me so much joy to hear that sound echoing in my room and feeling the vibrations of the air going through the horn and out into the world. So whatever it is that you've been holding back on, go for it.